Monday News at 7. FCT Minister hits the ground, inspects ongoing Abuja Road project. And World Cancer Day, global call to raise awareness in focus. This is the 7 p.m. news on NTA Channel 5, Abuja, the Unity Station. I am Abdullah Hajia. Let's begin from the FCT administration, where Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has declared that the landscape of the nation's capital has been significantly transformed over the last 2.5 years of the President Tinubu's administration, particularly in the area of infrastructure. The minister made this known during an inspection tour of some ongoing road projects in the territory. Onozi Yakubu reports.
Coinciding with the FCT's Golden Jubilee celebration of the creation of FCT as the nation's capital, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike says the landscape of Abuja has been transformed. He expresses satisfaction with both the pace and quality of the construction work observed at various project sites.
50 years we've done well, but we don't want to make it low-key. It's a jubilee year for us. Remembering where we're coming from, I think Mr. President is 2 years in office and now going to 3 years in office has changed the landscape of the Abuja. Remember the master plan. We're also following what the master plan is. So I think we're really done well to grow in terms of infrastructure.
Among the key projects inspected was the road network being developed for the informal sector, which will serve as a new relocation site for Apple traders. The minister says the recent truce reached with FCT workers, which led to the suspension of a planned protest by the labor unions, is a win-win situation.
I thank God that some of these things are just trying to attract attention. But by and large, we have had a good meeting and they've directed them to go back to work, and which you can see that has been done. So we're happy. At the end of the day, there's no winner, no loser. It's for the interest of Abuja to progress.
The project inspected include the Outer Southern Expressway from the Ring Road 1 to Ring Road 2, among other critical road infrastructure. Onozi Yakubu, NTA News.
This World Cancer Day, a global observance marked every 4th of February, aimed at raising awareness about cancer, promoting prevention, and encouraging early detection, as well as improving access to treatment and care. World Cancer Day is led by the Union for International Cancer Control and supported by the World Health Organization, bringing together governments, health institutions, civil society groups, and individuals across the world. Hakimat Aliyu brings us details.
Health experts say cancer remains one of the leading causes of death worldwide, with the disease affecting millions of people every year. However, many cancer cases can be prevented through lifestyle changes, vaccination, and early screening. According to the global agencies, common risk factors include tobacco use, harmful alcohol consumption, poor diet, physical inactivity, and exposure to harmful environmental substances. Infections such as human papillomavirus and hepatitis B also increase cancer risk, making vaccination and early treatment essential. This year's message focuses strongly on closing the gaps in cancer care, emphasizing that everyone, regardless of income, location, or background, deserves access to quality prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and support. Health advocates also stress the importance of early detection through routine checks, such as breast and cervical cancer screening, prostate checks, and awareness of warning signs like unusual lumps, persistent pain, unexplained weight loss, or prolonged cough. World Cancer Day is also a day of solidarity to support cancer patients, survivors, and families. while renewing global commitment to fight the disease. As the world observed today, health experts remind the public that early detection saves lives and everyone has a role to play in reducing the cancer burden. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliu, NTA News.
Still on cancer issue, in a bid to intensify awareness on cancer prevention, members of the Equitable Medic Aid and Clinical Research in partnership with relevant government agencies and the Ministry of Women Affairs have taken the campaign to the streets of Abuja. Hawagimba reports that the campaign is aimed at getting tested and seek attention when detected.
This is not just a walk, but you can call it a walk talk. It is aimed at educating the public on preventive measures and the importance of early detection. The walk through the streets of Abuja is receiving strong international backing. Among the partners here are the German Embassy, the Norwegian government, and the United Nations Women, thus underscoring the sheer global commitment to the fight against cancer. Organizers say the decision to stage a walk was deliberate as it provides a direct and interactive platform to engage members of the public, spark conversations, and break the silence surrounding cancer-related issues. They explain that walk and talk campaigns remain an effective strategy for awareness creation as they bring the message closer to the people, encourage community participation, and promote healthy lifestyle choices.
Cancer no be king, so everybody should know that timely screening and timely detection is the key. Once it's detected early, it can be cured.
What is peculiar about this particular walk, according to stakeholders, is the broad collaboration between local institutions and international partners, as well as a strong focus on prevention, early screening, and access to accurate information.
Cancer awareness is very important because we can fight cancer and we can beat cancer. And it takes governments, it takes societies, it takes communities, it takes international partners.
Recent study shows that actually almost 40% of cancer cases are related to risk factors that are preventable.
Participants believe the program will help to win the war against cancer by empowering individuals with knowledge, promoting timely medical consultation, and fostering collective responsibility in reducing cancer-related risk. As the campaign continues, organizers are calling for sustained advocacy, stronger partnerships, and increased public support to ensure that the message of cancer prevention reaches every household. Hawagimba, NTA News.
Let's go to election matters now. As preparations intensify for the 2026 FCT area council elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) says it is strengthening efforts to ensure transparency and accountability in campaign financing. This commitment informed the Commission's sensitization workshop for political parties, auditors and treasurers on the use of the political finance reporting and audit system. For proper documentation and reporting of campaign expenditures ahead of the polls, Rosemary Moutelen Bilal reports.
The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has sensitized political party members, auditors and treasurers on the use of the political finance reporting and audit system ahead of the 2026 FCT area council elections. The sensitization workshop was organized as part of INEC's efforts to promote transparency and accountability in campaign financing. Participants were trained on the proper use of the political finance reporting and audit system for accurate reporting of campaign expenses.
It's a welcome idea and to appraise our knowledge of election, sponsoring of election, in the country, and vis-a-vis the penalty and the set rules.
This is what they said, that they're working on papers before now on how to monitor finances from party elections. And now it has gone digital, there's a portal for this, trying to monitor expenses of political parties. It's a very welcoming.
With this idea of this workshop, it will give us more knowledge how to go about of the party.
INEC officials emphasized that strict compliance with campaign finance regulations is critical to ensuring credible and transparent elections.
The law mandates INEC to monitor the campaign finances of political parties and candidates. And we have election coming up, so we want them to know what the law says, what the requirements of the laws are, and the penalties, if such laws are broken.
The Commission urged political parties to make effective use of the platform, noting that failure to comply with the reporting guidelines will attract sanction as provided by law. Rosemary Mortelen Bilal, NTA News.
The Commissioner of Police of City Command, CP Milat Ntawaye, on this Wednesday, February 2026, embarked on a community engagement tour across Mabushi, Life Camp, Katampe, and the Kubwa Bwari axis of the Federal Capital Territory. The engagement brought together area commanders, divisional police officers, traditional rulers, community leaders, youth representatives, and transport union stakeholders. The forum provided an opportunity for community members to express security concerns and strengthen collaboration with the police ahead of the 2026 area council elections. Addressing stakeholders, the Commissioner of Police urged community leaders to prevail on youth to maintain peace, stressing that elections should not be treated as a do-or-die affair. He reaffirmed the command's commitment to inclusive and community-driven policing through trust, cooperation, and timely information sharing. Still on security, the FCT Police Command says it is operations ready to provide the needed security for the success of the forthcoming area council election. Divisional Police Officer in charge of Kubwa, Chief Superintendent of Police, Paul Lazarus, gave the assurance while responding to questions on the security check program called the police. Yusuf Abubakar brings us an excerpt from the discussion.
Since preparation began for the area council election, INEC has continued to engage stakeholders, security inclusive, to ensure a hitch-free election. CSP Paul Lazarus said management of the command has ensured that the training on election security management is cascaded to rank and file cadre of the command for a successful exercise.
I can assure you that the least constable in the FCT has been properly trained on election security. And just 2 weeks ago, INEC too organized training for us. A very beautiful training that brought together all security agencies, yes, the election security personnel, the military, DSS, everybody, immigration, working together to speak one language.
The division police officer also hinted for several anti-one chance vandalism, operational initiated, and some led by the commissioner of the police to keep this menace at bay.
Yes, the issue of one chance, I must confess to you that the command is doing everything possible. Let me make a boast to say, if there are any remnant of one chance still in the city, I think maybe they should be on their way out. Okay. Yes, because we have really put on the heat. I'll tell you one of the things that we've been able to do, that the CP has directed and has led mass arrest of vehicles suspected that to be one chance. Yes.
CSP Lazarus advised residents, especially commuters, to beware of the kind of vehicle they board, especially at odd hour, and to as well report suspicious activity for prompt response. Yusuf Abubakar, NTA News.
An empowerment organization focused on supporting Nigerian military and paramilitary families is seeking strategic media collaboration to expand the reach and impact of its national recognition and support programs. The Youth Ablaze Empowerment Initiative made this known during a courtesy visit to the management of NTA Channel 5 Abuja, where it unveiled plans to honor families of service personnel and provide education and training support for thousands of beneficiaries. Rabiat Shaib brings us details.
The Youth Ablaze Empowerment Initiative says national development must include deliberate recognition and structured support for the military as well as their families in appreciation of their sacrifices to the country. The courtesy visit to the management of NTA Channel 5 Abuja is to enable the team outline its Hero for Heroes National Recognition and Empowerment Program, designed to honor both fallen veterans and serving officers through targeted support initiatives.
The initiative will never be fulfilled if we don't get the voice to speak for us. 3,000 families will be rewarded with homes accompanied with greenhouses. We are working towards raising other 3,000 families to own palm plantations. We are also working to see that 30,000 young people will receive scholarship.
General Manager, NTA Channel 5 Abuja, Kemi Fakeye, described the initiative as timely, noting that sustainable social support requires collaboration beyond government alone, asserting that media visibility can significantly expand the program's reach and impact.
It's a good initiative for you to take it upon yourself to bring up this Heroes for Heroes initiative, and also what you are doing to empower the youths and the vulnerable in the society. I want to commend your organization, and I want to promise on behalf of the DG and on behalf of the NTA that we are ready to stand by you. We are ready also to support this initiative to get to targeted audience.
With growing calls to honor national sacrifice beyond words, initiatives such as this positions recognition and empowerment as lasting support for those who serve and the families they leave behind. In Abuja, Rabiat Shaib, NTA News.
Let's talk sports now. Chelsea failed to obtain the 3-2 deficit at the Emirates in the English APL Cup semi-final second leg as they crashed out, and Arsenal awaits the winner between Manchester City and Newcastle, which will be played tonight. For other sports story, let's join our sports desk.
Nigeria's Aruna Kadiri has been displaced as Africa's highest ranked table tennis player in the latest ITTF ranking. He fell to 34th globally, allowing Egypt's Omar Assar 33rd to reclaim the continental top spot. This shift continues their long-standing rivalry. While Kadri's recent form has dipped, Assar's strong performance in late 2025 propelled him ahead. The ranking also shows declines from other Nigerian male players, including Matthew Kuti and Olajide Omotayo, and a slight drop for top women's player Fatima Bello. Meanwhile, Nigeria will make its first ever appearance in the men's 3x3 basketball at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. The team was confirmed among the qualifiers for the fast-paced format, which features 3-player teams and a 12-second shot clock. Nigeria joins fellow debutants Guyana and Malaysia in the men's competition. Lastly, Super Eagles coach Eric Chile has endorsed Tochukwu Nadi's transfer to French club Olympique Marseille. Chile stated he believed Nadi, known for his speed, strength and defensive aggression, was long overdue for a move to a major league, which is seen as a significant step in his career. With Sports Brief, Wayne Lugu, NTA News.
sports story brings us to the end of the English segments. Up next is the translations. I am Abdullah Hajja. Good evening.
Iwo anaba iswa bedai practice wa yuba won waje anaba je gogai anaba ja sidai enge aje a bala aboza shinshi inge gbadagun kuli ashe dandan shin yana yi nasara ga ainihin kwada inge gwamnati bibi kuli ashe kin suna pata ya na akabwa ya ji pya yi figin kwai na pya shi ba ce gbai gwamnati kuli ashe atatin shi ba ya ane ko da inge kwala pata mana labwashi ko to ko yi a yako ga zazahai ko ga zazahai anya uwa nge Rosemary Mutarin Bilal wada ege ngaba da nuko shi nge aine ga ji ko shi ya shi gbogbo la ba kin pata gizu na pata ko ga ayo kaya bado na siyasa bado gwin ba shi ba tutu ba je she a siyasa da aza bawu a yolo owu nge tu mbagbatu abashinya kwa godu go ga aine kila ayo guya kwaje nge a siyasa da badagun bawu a yolo tu bagbatu na wasa ngowu a yolo tu siyasa to go wo shi bagbatu gwamnati yan abala azoko yuku na baje jabwa nge na ye no be shi nge ai gbadaku nge suko na nagmai nyasa achita bi nyipye bapabo na gbadaku fi adudu abakwe yi be shi apma nyipye ye no bai kan aza awe ya lo bai wu aza azoko nge ba wa ya bu inye asasi tuga abu ya ndukwe si da ko kwe giginu aiwu she yiba pe anyasa yiba pe nyasa ye kwanyi sapa to kwai go awun aiwu ijesun she abashi ko shigbe na bai to kwa wuza agaga ko jiza nge lohnu hakima dali wa godo we ga ayin gbadagun nge UICC na inasai ni na boy sido na gbadagun aje lafiya tete baya ya dudu bada gwamnati na gbadagun aje ne be gi ba ga ayyuka ya tiga nya sai ko insha ba bu ko si sha ba shi ko shigbe shi ko ba kun ya san ko ya kun ibe jana ba yi wasu shi kwasi sai su
ọzọ ekele m unu nọ na akụkọ ụwa na nkenke n'uhuruchi taa ọka akụkọ bụ maazị Okwi Francis Ide ka a na-akwadobe maka nhọpụta a ga-eme n'ime FCT ka ọ na-ebiri ọkụ ụlọ ọrụ INEC nke FCT ekwuola na ha na-agbasi mbọ ike ịhụ na nhọpụta gara chiriri werere na-enweghị ntụpọ ọbụla ọkachasị n'oge achụmnta mbanye aka. Onye nta akụkọ anyị bụ Rosemary Motalang kwuru na mbọ a mere ụlọ ọrụ INEC jiri were chịkọba ọzụzụ nye otu ndọrọ ndọrọ ọchịchị dịgasị iche iche na etu ha ga-ejiri ego na-achụ mbanye aka n'usoro iwu nwa bekee kpọrọ PFRAS n'ahịa ịchafụ bụ nke ga-esonyekwa ma kwadokwa iwu na ya bụ oge nhọpụta. Taa bụ ụbọchị ncheta ọrịa onye akpọ, ya bụ ọrịa ọnya akpọ a na-eme mgbe ọbụla n'abalị nke anọ nke ọnwa abụọ kwa afọ ọbụla na mba ụwa gbaa gburugburu. Isi sekpu ntị nke afọ a bụ ime ka ọhaneze mata na ọrịa ọnya akpọ bụ nke a ga-egbochinwu site na nnyocha ahụ na nchọpụta nakwa mmalite ọgwụgwọ n'oge. Hakimat Alihu, onye nta akụkọ anyị, mere ka mata na ọ bụ otu akpọrọ UCC na-ahichapụ nke otu jikọtara mba ụwa niile ka o si metụta ahụike bụ WHO na-ahichapụ dọnyere ukwu bụ ndị chịkọbara ma kpọkọlọta ọtụtụ ndị niile ọnụ na-eru n'okwu n'ihe gbasatara ya bụ ọrịa ọnya akpọ n'ụwa gbaa gburugburu, bụkwanụ ebe a nọrọ were mee ya bụ mmemme nke afọ a. Ndewo gị onye ọma kiriri anyị ma gere ya bụ akụkọ anyị n'uhuruchi taa. Echi ka bụkwa ụbọchị mgbe a ga-akọrọ unu akụkọ ụwa ọzọ. Daalụ.
ẹ̀ka àtòwúrọ̀ ìròyìn aago méje ètèdè Yorùbá ló dé sí tìgbọ̀yìn láti olú iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán NTA ìkànnì karùntìlú Àbújá. Títílayọ̀kẹ́ òun lorúkọ tèmi. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìgbáradì ṣe pàtàkì fún ètò ìdìbò àwọn agbègbè káàkiri nílùú Àbújá, àjọ tó rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ ètò ìdìbò INEC ti sọ wípé àwọn sa ipá wọn láti rí dájú wípé kò sí màgòmágó nínú ètò ìṣúná tí a pèsè fún ọ̀rọ̀ ìpolongo ìdìbò. Mary Motileng Bilal jábọ̀ pé ìpinnu yìí jẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ àfihàn fún àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan, olùyẹ̀wò ọ̀rọ̀ owó àti olùṣọ́wó fún àti lo owó tí a pèsè fún ètò ìpolongo ìdìbò pẹ̀lú àkọsílẹ̀ tó tọ́ ṣáájú ètò ìdìbò tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà. Èní jẹ́ ọjọ́ tí a ṣàmì fún ọjọ́ àrùn jẹjẹrẹ tí a ṣe àkíyèsí káàkiri àgbáyé láti ṣàmì rẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ 4 gbogbo oṣù kejì. Tèyí sì ṣe ìfọkànsí láti jẹ́ kí àwọn ènìyàn mọ̀ nípa àrùn jẹjẹrẹ àti dẹ́kun rẹ̀ bí a ṣe tètè lè mọ àmì rẹ̀ gángan, bí a ṣe lè tètè mọ àmì rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bí a ti lè gba ìtọ́jú tó péye fún àrùn náà. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Hakimat Aliyu jábọ̀ pé ọjọ́ àrùn jẹjẹrẹ yìí náà ni àti ọwọ́ àjọ tó rí sí àti dẹ́kun àrùn jẹjẹrẹ gbé kalẹ̀. Àjọ UICC tí àjọ WHO sì ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú, tó sì mú ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ wá fún ìjọba àpapọ̀, ilé-iṣẹ́ ààbò àti àwọn ènìyàn káàkiri àgbáyé. Kò ní jù báyìí lọ láṣálẹ́ láyọ̀ la ó tún máa pàdé. Kásùn láyọ̀, kájí láyọ̀.